Hi Yonis, let's talk about what you're supposed to do during a Yoni Detox Pearl Cleanse. When you decided to put one of these in you decided to really clean that yoni. So if you're gonna clean it and you're gonna cleanse it and you're gonna balance it, then you gotta maintain it. And the way that you do that is to make sure you follow these steps after you put those pearls in. There's a couple things that you have to learn to eat and drink as you do your yoni detox cleanse. When you put the pearl in your yoni, you have to make sure that you drink at least half a gallon of water. Now the thing is, half a gallon of water does sound like a lot, but it's really not that much. You could drink a gallon if you want to, but I say do what you can. Four bottles of water a day if you can. I use some like this. This is my hubby's. His is blue. Mine is pink, of course. And I will drink half of those. I will drink one of these. This is half a gallon while I have my pearls in me. Here's why. The thing is, while the pearl is pulling all the toxins, all the yeast, all the bacteria, all the discharge off your uterus, it needs to flush out. It comes out through the pee. It comes out through discharge. I'm sure you should wear like a little panty liner. And it comes out when the actual purge comes out as well. What helps all of this cleanse is the water. So the more water you drink, the better it is. I also suggest you drink some yoni tea on top of that. The yoni tea, what it does is it continues to nourish your uterus as it's cleansing itself with the pearl in there. Drink like 2 cups a day. I get real lazy, so I'll drink 1 tall cup because I'll forget to drink some more later. So make sure that you drink some yoni tea if you can. There are some different recipes online, or you can buy some from me, whatever. Drink the tea while you have the pearl in you, because it helps. Again, it helps to cleanse and it helps the uterus release as much as possible. If you can, while you have the pearl inside, do not eat any dairy, like milk and cheese. Why? Because milk and cheese have hormones in them. Even if they say they don't, you gotta really watch those labels. But the milk and cheese and the uterus just don't mix all the time. So if you do eat like a cheese sandwich, if you do eat like a grilled cheese sandwich, or you put cheese, or you're drinking like cow's milk, what it does is it just reverses what the pearl is doing. And honestly, you might as well just take the pearl out, because it's not going to help, or it fights against it. So a lot of the times dairy products cause your pH to be unbalanced, and that's where the yeast infections come from, the BV, the heavy bleeding during your cycle. It's because of the dairy products that you're eating. So while you're doing your cleanse, and even maybe a week after, try not to eat any dairy products. It is really better for your uterus. It helps to cleanse, maintain the uterus's strength and wellness. Okay. You also can't drink any alcohol. I don't have to tell you that. You know you can't drink no alcohol. That means no red wine, sis. So don't go and drink while you have this pearl in you. It does the reverse. You don't understand. Alcohol and detoxes just don't mix. Okay. I feel like you already knew that. Don't do it. No alcohol. Another thing, you do want to stay away from sugary drinks, like the fruit punches. You should be drinking that anyway. But all those sugary drinks, what they do, it's going to come through the liver and throw everything off. You need to just drink water for those 3 days. Remember, you're detoxing. That means you're letting go of toxins. You're letting the toxins come out of your body. With the juices and even the dairy products, they have sugary things. They have sugar in them that will throw off your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar is thrown off, it affects the uterus. And if the uterus is trying to detox and it's dealing with blood sugar, it can really interrupt it. So you don't want to drink extra juices. You don't want your cortisone levels to be increased because of the hormones from the dairy products. So just stay away from dairy, stay away from the juices, okay? Just drink water, and don't forget to drink your yoni tea. Everyone knows how much I love coffee. I do. I can't lie. But coffee don't love me, and I'll be damned if I have a Yoni Detox Pearl in me and I'm drinking coffee. When I tell you, it will do the exact opposite of what the pearl is doing. it actually could cause you to have more trouble in the end. Because you imagine if the pearl is yanking everything off and the coffee's coming in to just throw your pH off, throw your hormones off, adding more hormones and causing your cortisol levels to be completely off. What's the point of the purge? When the purge comes out, there's already stuff back in there that you're gonna have to put another pearl in. It's the whole thing. Like, you do not want to do that. So during your pearl detox, do not drink coffee. It is critical. I tell you this, just don't do it. Okay. The coffee is even if you drink black coffee, and I drink black coffee too, or drank black coffee, but specifically during the Yoni Detox Pearl, it's not going to be helpful. Okay. And I can do a whole video on coffee in the uterus. If you guys want to, just drop it in the comments and we'll talk about that later. Meanwhile, if you're during your Yoni Detox Pearl cleanse, do not drink any coffee at all. Stick to the teas. You can eat food that is healthy for you. If you are a meat eater like myself, make sure the meat is lean at least 80%. At least 80% lean meat. Stay away from the red meats. You want to make sure that you're eating things like maybe chicken breast, fish, shrimp, things like that, like healthier, lean meats. If you're on a vegan diet, I mean, I feel like you're good to go, but I'm gonna need y'all to stop eating carbs, okay? I know you like to eat things like pasta to be in some of your dishes, because if it has wheat in it, wheat and the uterus don't even get along. Like, they're not even friends like that. So you think about what leads to yeast, it is wheat. So therefore, while you have the pearl in you, consider removing those extra starches out of your diet just for a week, right? Because you want to make sure you have your pH, you want to make sure that your pH is balanced. So you don't want to add anything that's going to go against what the uterus is trying to do. You may want to maybe not eliminate it completely out of your diet, but keep it cut down. If you have things like heavy bleeding, you're preparing for fertility, so you've got to do a bigger cleanse, you may want to let some of that stuff go for a while anyway. So, or at least at a minimum. So if you're eating breads and pastas and cupcakes and things like that, like white starches, you want to get rid of that while you have that pearl in you, because again, it is cleaning you. You do not want to put anything in your body that's going to cause the cleanse to just do the opposite. You also don't want to eat anything that's fried. So I said you can have some chicken. That don't mean you go all the way to Popeyes and stuff your face with fried chicken. That extra grease is going to go against what the uterus is trying to do. While you have the pearl in you, you have to make sure that you are cleansing the body. That means you're purging. Not only are you cleansing your uterus, you're also cleansing your liver and you're cleansing your kidneys. All of these things work well, and your stomach. All of these things work in the womb universe. So you don't want to eat something or drink something that's going to completely throw it off. So please, no fried foods, all right? Because that extra oil, extra sodium that's in some of these foods, it does the complete opposite of what you're trying to do, which is cleanse that uterus, cleanse your womb area. I do highly suggest that you eat fruits. Obviously, fruits and vegetables are not going to harm you. Moderation is important, because if we're like stuffing our face with pineapples all day long, while pineapples are very good for us, we don't want to overdo it. So consider that. Some women actually do juice cleanses during their Yoni Detox Pearl cleanses. I think that's cool. I've done it before. And again, it's only 3 days. And make sure you have fresh fruits. And consider making the juice yourself, because sometimes it can be really expensive. You've already spent the money for the pearls, and now you're going to spend money for juice. You can actually just make it at home. It's really easy. You can squeeze some orange juice and some lemons. If you get a juicer, like I have a juicer, you can do that. Or you can just use your blender at home and do like a 3-day smoothie cleanse, and you just drink smoothies for 3 days and make sure they're green, have some kale in there, have some bok choy. You can use spinach. My favorite recipe is spinach and pineapple. I also got into pineapple and banana and spinach. The smoothie is great, and I add water. I don't add anything else. The smoothie is super good. If you want to have mango, like a mango smoothie, you can do a mango and kale. Now, kale can be kind of bitter, but not with mango, baby. So you can cut up your mango, throw some kale in there, and then have a smoothie, and then just water. I add chia seeds as well because chia seeds is really good, and flaxseed for cleansing the stomach. So all that's happening while the uterus is cleaning with the pearl. I mean, you can absolutely do that during a Yoni Detox cleanse. Yoni Detox Pearl Cleanse. Some people will just eat smoothies and salads while they're doing that. That's perfectly fine. Ladies, by all means, you're cleansing, you're detoxing. So all of these things, all they do is help you, right? Probably should be eating like that anyway. So while you have the pearl in there, you can do a soup and salad and smoothies. I would always limit the soup to maybe a bowl a day. Here's why. There's a lot of sodium in soup that can lead to inflammation and a lot of water weight. So I'm not big on soup diets at all unless you can try to find one with the least amount of sodium as possible. And that's really hard for soup. So if you do soup, just one small bowl a day, because you don't, again, inflammation can affect your uterus, which can lead to having heavy bleeding. So you don't want to, again, reverse what the uterus is trying to do. So what the cleanse is trying to do, I should say. Try to limit the soup. Definitely salad, definitely smoothies. If you want to even just go vegan for a week, that's great. Because again, anything to help the liver and the kidneys and the stomach will help the uterus. Everybody's happy in the womb universe. So these are a couple of things that you want to consider when you're doing the Yoni Detox Pearl Cleanse. And how long should you keep the pearl in you? You can do it for just 24 hours, and then you wait for the discharge and the purge to come out in the next couple of days, and then you could put another pearl in after you see the big first purge, and then you can wait another day, put a pearl in. I always say yoni steam in between the pearls because again, you want to nourish the uterus. You don't want to keep working it to cleanse and cleanse and cleanse and cleanse. You want to make sure that you nourish it with a nice yoni steam, and then you can put another pearl in there. And then remember, 3 pearls is 1 cleanse, and then some people put 3 pearls at once. I'm just not a big fan of it. Just do 1 at a time. You could do 1 24 hours and take it out. I personally, if I keep my pearls in for at least 2 days. If I can make it 3 days, cool. I just get eager and I just want to take it out. That's why I don't make it for 3 days all the time. Sometimes I do 2.5 days. It just depends. But you can leave the pearl in for 1 to up to 3 days. I say 2 is the magic number. And then you can take it out and you'll be good to go. And then don't forget, when you take it out, wait to cleanse. That does not mean, okay, well, now that the pearls are, I can go eat whatever I want. No. You're on this cleanse for at least a week or 2 because you want to make sure everything comes out. Make sure you wear a panty liner because you'll see some discharge. Sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's clear. You'll see a little moistness, a little extra moistness in your panties. That's perfectly fine. That means it's working. And then when the discharge comes out, you want to make sure you catch it. Do not go fishing in your vajayjay trying to get the yeast to come out. It comes out on its own. You can, sometimes it's like right at the tip. You can just pull it out if you want to, but it comes out on you. Wipe yourself and it's right there. So these are a couple of things that you can do during your Yoni Detox Pearl Cleanse. Make sure while you're within that cleansing phase, you're drinking lots of water. You're eating smooth. You're eating healthy. Again, smoothies, salads are great. 1 small cup of soup because you got to watch that sodium. We don't want anything to lead to inflammation. And do not forget, drink your water. And Yoni Detox tea. That's super helpful. It helps the whole entire body. Specifically, it nourishes the uterus. And that's what we want. We want to make sure our uterus is nourished as it cleanses, as it purges, as it gets rid of all those dead cells and bacteria and yeast and discharge. It's going to get rid of all that for you girls. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Remember, cleanse happily, but cleanse smart. I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share it to one of your girlfriends who are curious of what to do after or during their Yoni Detox Pearl Cleanse. Love y'all.